Because this is just sort of a looser sketch rather than a final ink. I'm going to gray out the background so that we have a better sense of clarity about their silhouette. I've decided to give her pink red eyes like she's an albino bunny. I thought that would be cute and interesting, and that would also lean in more to her cool attitude. Um, I also gave her a little mini poncho. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but as you can see over her shoulders, there's a little transparent sheet that is a little mini poncho that will help her stay warm even when it's raining or just when her climate's getting too wet, and it would soak into her cute dress. I'm sticking to a very cold color palette with only tiny little pops of pink and reddish hues to sort of blend with her eyes more. But overall, I want her whole design to look wintry, so that it will match her climate. It also, just deciding on a main color will help your character look more unified and look better designed. And with that, she's done, and you've seen my main character design process. We don't actually need to clean her up with a proper ink because she is just a character design at this point, and it will help me in the future draw her accurately and help me sort of continue writing her story. So, what should you do if you already have a character who's designed kind of like the girl on the right? Well, don't despair. You can actually salvage any character just by trying to add meaning to their stuff afterwards and just changing anything that doesn't really fit with their narrative. So now I'm just going to fix this little girl because, well, she's not a little girl. Fix this little character um, and try to make her design make more sense. So I've decided she lives in a deserty kind of area. I'm going to put black makeup around her eyes and underneath her eyes especially to protect her eyes from the glare of the sun. I'm going to make her ears bigger to be more like a fennec fox, a type of fox that actually lives in desert type areas. I'm taking that thick scarf off, and I'm instead going to cover her shoulders and neck with a thinner, longer cape-like thing that will help her not get terrible third-degree sunburns. Um, and the way to show that it's thin is just by creasing it differently and also during the coloring phase. Um, instead of putting random belts everywhere, I'm going to give her a belted water pouch because every living thing pretty much needs a good, healthy amount of water. So that's what she'll be carrying with her, and I'm using her kind of intense hip to help carry it. I'm blackening up her hands because I thought if she's literally part animal, it would be cool to have other elements of her follow through with that design. That's another thing. You can do all kinds of weird stuff and weird designs on your characters, even just for aesthetic reasons. And as long as you follow through and you make that a consistent thing in their design, it'll look a lot more compelling and a lot more fun. And less tacked on, basically. So if we add more elements to her that make her fox-like, that will help. Basically, I also gave her a tail because I feel like you can't have animal ears and not put the tail. In the coloring, I try to keep everything relatively light. You want the sun to reflect rather than absorb. The only part of her that is really dark is her black bra sort of thing. And that's actually for a sort of more practical reason. Just when you're designing a character, you want them always to be a little bit high contrast so that against any background they'll stand out. And I also darkened up her skin because I assumed that if she's a desert native, then and her family's been living there for generations, she's probably developed some melanin to protect her from the sun. And with that, I feel like she is a much stronger character. She's less cluttered for sure, and her design makes more sense. I hope this was helpful and fun to watch, and I hope you come to my stream. I'm so excited to do it. It's coming up really soon. I wanted to get this video done way earlier. Yeah, check out the link. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you.
Hey, Jerry, what's up? You look stressed.
Oh, problems with our international shipping as usual.
What, still?
Yep, but I'm doing my best not to let it get to me.
Is it working?
No, it's not.
What about switching to FedEx? It's the reliable way to ship internationally.
Your path is now clear.
Oh, thank you, Guru.
Hey everybody, it's Lavender Town, and as you may have already noticed, my hair has been repinked, and I'm in a completely different room today. This is actually my new room and studio, so I'm going to be doing a studio tour very soon to show you guys all of what's up with this new space. But for today, I just wanted to redraw one of the oldest, most embarrassing pieces of art I ever could find on the internet. Basically, I think I put it up in 2009, so that's quite a while ago. I was pretty young, and it's very cliche, and I really don't like it anymore. So I'm hoping I can do a better job today, and I'll just talk a little bit about what I don't like about this one, and yeah, try to improve upon it. So let's get started. In order to find one of the most embarrassing pieces of art I've ever posted online, I had to go into the scraps of my old DeviantArt account. There were a lot of real winners in there, but I chose this one. It's titled Fairly Good versus Rather Evil. I misspelled versus, and the first thing I say in the description is, now it's right side up, yay! The first things that are standing out to me that I wish I had done differently are how stiff and unemotional the characters are, both in their pose and in their face. I also am not a huge fan of the colors. They really clash and not in an intentional looking way. I was also using some very basic brushes that don't look terribly good, and you can see lots of little white specks where I filled in with the paint bucket tool and I didn't go back in to make sure that all of those little white artifacts were taken care of, which really bugs me. So the first thing I'm thinking about is trying to put some more energy and emotion into their poses. I want to tell more of a story and show more of what their relationship is, because they're just so blank and emotionless in the original. I am already embellishing a little bit on some of the designs as well, because I really don't like them. So I'm giving the angel a little heart eye patch, and I'm also creating a greater height difference between them so that they're more distinct. I'm also going to make the devil boy cling a little bit more to the angel, and the angel to look a little bit more shocked, so that we see this dynamic of sort of a strained relationship perhaps, or a one-sided love perhaps. I can't really remember what the original story for these two was, but I'm sure it was something like that. I was a sucker for unrequited love and that kind of thing, so this would be right in line with my taste back then. I'm also going to give the demon boy heels. I just think that's really cool. I barely ever draw boys, so oftentimes when I'm drawing two of them together, I give one of them more masculine and one of them more feminine traits, just so that they look a little different, because I don't actually know that much about men's fashion and stuff, so I usually try to put little embellishments of even like women's fashion, I guess. I don't really know like why there needs to be a huge difference. I think that heels can look really great on a guy, especially if they're like a punk sort of look, like why not? I'm also changing up the way that I'm doing the hair. Both of them have the same texture of hair in the original drawing, and in this one I wanted to give the demon boy a bit more curly hair. I'm also going to give him more of a facial expression like I was talking about. I want him to look sort of cheerful and devious. I'm trying to focus also on having nice, dark, and smooth-looking line art. I know a lot of you say that my line art isn't very smooth, but compared to what I was working with back then, this is definitely pretty smooth. I'm trying to add more texture in the hair, even more than I usually do, just to show growth from the super flat and uninteresting-looking hair that I did back in the day. For his little weird, like, leather tank top thing, I'm trying to add some embellishment to lean more into the little demon thing. So he has little bat wings on his collar, and I'm also going to sort of carry that along the rest of his design. I'm going to give him different sleeves because I think the mesh sleeves, first of all, look really uncomfortable, and also I just don't really like them very much. And like I said, he's clinging more this time to the arm of the taller angel boy. I feel like I should give them names. I don't think they had names, because if they had, I probably would have mentioned it in the DeviantArt description. Okay, so officially, the angel is going to be called Grayson, and the demon is going to be called special significance. I just want to call them something other than the Angel Boy and the Demon Boy. So I'm working on Grayson's hair now, and I'm giving him sort of a, do you call it an undercut when it's for a boy hairstyle? I'm not sure. It's just shaved up to this midpoint of his head, and then the rest is sort of a fluffy, straight across bowl cut, I guess. I think it looks a little bit more rule abiding. I'm not really sure how to explain it. Basically, I think it looks a little bit neater than the crazy wild hair of Luca. So I'm also giving the angel piercings because I used to give everyone piercings back then, and I just feel like in order to honor my 13-year-old self, I should do that. And yeah, I also pulled their wings up really high so that they could give this nice, interesting shape, and also the light color could sort of help pop out his head, if that makes sense. If you put a strong shape behind a character's head, it really helps their face sort of pop when it comes to the illustration. So that's sort of what I was trying to do. I'm making the mesh shirt sort of carry down throughout his other layers, Luca's that is, and it's also forming a bat wing because I'm just committing to it. And then I gave him super tight jeans with little bones on the legs to look sort of like a skeleton pants kind of thing. Whereas Grayson has a regular jeans, and I kept his little sweatshirt ties on his top. And I need a pop filter. And yeah, basically I'm just trying to differentiate the two while still making them look good together. So again, I'm doing these crazy punk heels for Luca, and I'm doing the little bone on the heel and everything to match with the pants. And Grayson is getting a thicker, more contemporary looking pair of sneakers, just because I thought that would look cute in comparison to the formal shoes of Luca. And now the inking is complete. So at this point, I'm putting a gray on top of everything to make sure that this time I do the colors properly. So everything is getting colored in. I'm not leaving anything just white as a background. And when I'm choosing the colors, I'm trying to make sure that every time I put a color on one of the characters, that I try to carry it over to the other character a little bit, especially with big, important colors. I'm changing Luca's hair color to pink because I thought that would be cuter, and I thought it would sort of give an homage to the overwhelming red colors of the original without clashing too much with Grayson's blue hair. I really like the look of blue and pink together. I, in the end, also end up doing a black hair, red eyes look for Luca just to more directly compare with the original, but I still think I prefer the pink hair better. And as I'm coloring in their clothes, I'm also just trying to make sure that they don't have any colors that are too similar touching each other. So that's actually why I leaned off of having black sleeves for Luca, because it was too close to that warm gray on Grayson's sweater. And the other thing I was trying to do was doing warm colors on Grayson's clothes mostly, and then some cooler colors on Luca. So like his wings are a cool dark gray, whereas the dark gray on Grayson's sweater is more of a warm one. And again, that's just to tie the characters together a little bit better, so that not just one has cool colors and one has warm colors like in the original, but they kind of look better together. For the shading, I'm going to challenge myself to do a bit of a softer shade. I usually do really harsh cell shading. Wow, that's hard to say. But this time I wanted to show more growth again by doing a bit of a mixed shading, something that looks a little bit more 3D and complicated. So I'm taking a nice fake watercolor from my Kyle T. Webster brush pack, and I'm just using that to sort of burnish different areas that I want to be dark, and then I'm going to go back in with my traditional cell shading, and it'll soften the whole thing up so that the cell shading is not so intense. You can see that as I do his hair, it's really not as sharp looking because I have these nice gradients already built in. And I'm just using a warm throughout for the shading. I was going to do different shading colors, but I really do prefer to use just one shade for the whole thing. I just think it looks more unified and it's a lot easier. I also gave kind of a sickly blue color for Luca's skin. I just sort of did that as a style choice. I just wanted to try it out, and I thought it made him look more supernatural. still looked extremely flat. So I really wanted to make sure that these two looked pretty 3D. And then after that, I'm just going to do a bit of highlighting, just where it counts, like in the eyes and on the hair, just to give them, again, a bit of more of a lifelike look, even though it is just a cartoon. And I'm leaning off the full white opacity this time, just to, again, sort of match with the softer shading. And with that, we're done with the main portion of this redraw. Now I'm just going to work on the background a little, because the background I did in the original is pretty hideous, I think. So I'm giving them a nice white border just so that they really pop out from whatever I end up doing in the background. I decided to do a heart because, like I said, I'm pretty sure that there was some sort of romantic story between these two when I originally drew them. So that's what I'm trying to do, and basically I'm going to do a blue and pink heart, just again to match their little signature colors, and then I am going to find a texture and put it on top so that it looks a little bit more interesting. Gives us something other than flat color to look at, basically. And then lastly, I'm going to put my name on it. This is a really bad habit of mine, I often forget to do this, but it's really good to put your name on your art just in case it ends up somewhere and people don't know how to find you. And with that, it's done. Here's the alternate color scheme that's a little bit closer to the original, and here's a direct comparison of the two. To close this video, I just want to remind you all that we all were beginners at one point, and even if you're embarrassed by your old art, you should never throw it away, because it's always fun to look back on and see how much progress you've made. I have a ton of videos scheduled for this week, so stay tuned, and I'll see you very soon. Big thank you to my patrons, including Muffins McGee, Paynamel, Adrian Delport, Chartype, Den, Brock, Juan Alvarez, Libleblebleh, Adrian Morales, at Liv Likes to Draw, and Kate Meekins. Thank you so much for your support.
Losing track and losing time, and I forget to breathe. Should've seen the water rising on
Deep Euphoria, Calvin Klein, a new fragrance for her.
All right, Xenix, break down the window.
What do I look like? Some kind of werewolf?
I mean, you had fleas once.
Hey!
Fine, I'll deal with this.
Did you just use your credit card to open that door?
Duh.
Where could it be?
Remember what Jean said?
My fortune is yours for the taking, but you'll have to find it first. I left it all at Hot Topic.
Is this just a way to say you left your house keys in the mall and you want us to break in?
Yes.
We have to find them.
Not if I find them first.
Zane, what are you doing here?
You were the ones who invited me to this challenge to prove who was better.
What challenge?
Huh? What are you guys doing here?
What the? What are you guys doing here?
We fell asleep at Macy's.
We went shopping, and Aphmau was taking forever because of the Macy's sale, so I got bored and fell asleep. Aphmau just got lazy and dozed off. So we slept all the way past closing, and now we're stuck in here. Good job, you dork.
Hey, they don't call it shop till you drop for nothing, girlfriend. But now I'm all out of money.
horror movie? No, it's just a minigame. Chill out. Winner is declared best gang at school. Who will win? The Shadow Knights or Zane's stupid jury?
What? We're here on accident? Why would we participate?
Yeah! What do we win?
Oh, I don't know. If you guys win, I'll get you a gift card to Macy's or something.
There is no way we...
Shop till you drop, Caitlin. Macy's gift card! Caitlin!
Is it worth it, though?
Yes.
Like, should we not go home before we get arrested?
No, of course you
I
dorks
think
would like
that's
to be.
probably the better idea. Well, yeah, Macy's is awesome, I'm just saying.
Macy's is not awesome.
Macy's is
Doesn't take
not
too
worth
much to convince them, I see.
getting arrested over, that's all.
Huh. Well. Macy's card, Caitlin.
They never have the kind of shoes that I want.
Well,
Oh.
what kind of shoes do you like?
It's none of your business.
Well, don't say it if you're... Never mind.
They're the cute pink ones with laces.
Aww.
Macy's has that.
Yeah, you're just not looking in the right place. Do you want me to take you shopping? Because I'm pretty an expert at Macy's. I'm just saying.
No, they have a vendetta against me. Every time I go in, they put the shoes somewhere else.
That's true, they do move stuff around a lot.
Yeah, but that's because you don't know Macy's like I do.
No,
You gotta
they
feel
know
the
us,
Macy's.
though. They always see us coming.
Maybe that's because you're stomping around, whining about how...
I'm just so angry!
I can just imagine behind the counter they have your pictures up in some kind of little book.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, man!
I think
Sorry.
somebody guessed wrong.
Look, he was just so angry, I got scared, and I really...
I'm just so
okay.
angry.
I
just
saw that and I thought you were the
exploded.
murderer and I hid, but okay. Like, you just made a mistake.
Darn it!
Whoa!
What?
Gee, she is
Oh,
really
no.
trigger happy.
Like, I'm trying to figure out, I really want
hide
that
over
gift card,
here.
guys. It just...
Yeah, I am not feeling comfortable about
What?
myself right now.
Zane, come here.
Afmath,
Not
how
after
dare
what I
you.
just saw. Jeez. Ah, come on.
And she only had to kill everyone to do it.
Yeah, I didn't even have to lift a finger.
Not
Did you
me.
see that massacre?
Wow.
I'm always the first one to die.
It's that Macy's vendetta.
It
I
is,
know.
man.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
If you just, get on Macy's good side and give them a chance.
Or I could just go to their website.
www.macys.com. Right?
But they'll know.
/we don't want Xenix.com.
Afmath, are you kidding me?
Don't. Did she already?
This is not how the game works.
But you got in my way, Caitlin. I was trying to go
She-
for Xenix again.
No, I think she just wants that Macy's gift card more than you do, Caitlin.
He's crazy.
I don't. What?
Whoa, that was
is
fast.
wrong
I'm
with the
so good at
world?
this game. Caitlin,
No,
if you hadn't gotten
that's
in the way.
no. You're
Yeah.
playing it wrong.
You only had to go through 5 innocents just to get there.
What do you have against me,
Oh,
huh?
no.
I just know that Macy's isn't hiding their shoes from you. They really just want you to have those shoes, and I can show you those shoes. If you give me,
You know,
I can show you the
Brookstone
world.
looks pretty
if you
nice.
give
I'm
me a
just gonna
chance,
stand in
okay?
here because nobody apparently goes there.
I'll trust you for
Trust
now.
me. Trust me, yeah. You can absolutely trust me. It is so
Look,
worth it.
a clock. A very innocent
Ah!
clock. Are you
Wow.
kidding me?
I did it!
Where is
Keeps
this?
giving her the gun.
She's working for Macy's. She knows.
Did they just make you an honorary security guard or something?
I'm really good at guarding
Which
Macy's,
even
I
that
guess.
is questionable at this point.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, Zane, I feel like maybe in the future you would be a security, like, cop or something.
Oh,
Like,
no,
maybe
you
as a
won't.
temp
Stay away-
job.
You know, I could
Stay
totally
away from
see
me.
that.
That's a
just to
better
get a
not
kid.
have the gun.
I don't have the gun.
wanna
I
just come into this
swear, you
topic?
I
better
don't
not.
have the gun. I'm going through my inventory. I don't have
Yeah,
the gun.
that sounds like a good idea. Someone's gonna get me anyway.
Look, my hands
Yeah,
are
no
full
kidding.
of Caitlyn arms. Caitlyn's arms.
Oh, that is so sweet.
There we go. Yay!
Yay.
Your hands right there. Now I just gotta stick together, okay? Because
No, I don't trust
we're in the
you.
presence of Sasha.
Okay.
I'm just gonna work for Hot Topic now. Maybe I'll get a discount.
Yes, they're too jittery over here. I'm getting away
Nah.
from them.
A little, I think I'll just stand over here.
All
Not
right.
good.
Familiar
You wanna buy
territory.
something?
Aphna,
Yeah,
don't
that
creep
might
out
work.
people you barely know.
Something to
There's
get
ac-
my nerves off of this
I'm
place.
dead.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh,
No.
you okay over there?
I just dropped my drink.
You have a drink?
I dropped my mocha
Yay.
frappuccino upside down half with mocha latte with extra cream.
Mocha chocolate.
You know, considering that he wanted the pink shoes, that drink combo is not surprising.
Don't judge me.
Well, it sounds good. I'd
Yeah.
like one.
I like Xenix's taste.
Yeah, next thing you know, they're gonna be naming these drinks after like unicorns or something.
Ugh.
Oh,
That'd be
that
cool.
sounds awesome.
Or like dragons.
That was
Ooh,
sarcastic.
dragons
Ugh.
is good.
Would you
Sarcasm?
drink a dragon drink? I would.
I would.
At least
I wouldn't
that's
buy-
Sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
All I'll tell you is I wouldn't buy any drinks from Zane.
Xenix, you
give you
spilled
a
your
pass.
drink?
Me
Where did you
either.
spill your drink?
He probably will like
Is this
put
you, Xenix?
laxatives in it as a prank. What?
Yeah,
Why did Xenix
see?
spill his drink? Oh, hey, there's a thing right here. Where did this come from?
Okay. I'm running
Do I
this
have
way.
the hug now?
No, I think I'm gonna come way over here.
Ah!
How did you get a gun again?
Don't ask.
Drop the one.
Why is this happening?
I think
I don't know.
Be a blessinger here with
Why do
Quite
I
a
keep
handy
spawning
dandy
behind the
weapon.
counter
You
at
call
Hot
that
Topic?
a blessing? It's more of a curse.
Oh my gosh. So
for
you know how
us.
do you know how people are making personifications of like Starbucks and like Wendy's already has
Oh
like,
yeah,
cute
the
Wendy's
like
girl.
the Jinkas.
And
Yeah, I wa-
so apparently Macy's is a murderer. I think we've
No,
confirmed that
I
at this point.
want Macy's to be a goddess, like the Macy's goddess or something like that.
Oh no.
Sasha,
Please
you've been
no.
quiet this whole time.
You're
Are you
you're a bit
serious?
intense for me.
I'm watching this from a distance. It's
Oh
actually
no,
pretty
please
funny.
no. You're gonna regret it.
Just staying out of the way of this
I'm just
one.
saying.
Staying out of the way.
Xenix, is it you
No!
this time?
Stay away from me. You're always
Okay.
crazy with that thing.
Oh,
Can someone
goodness.
please take the gun away from Aphma, please?
Someone please, do
Please.
that.
Oh yes,
Okay.
someone
Please.
just volunteer to walk up and take the armed person's weapon away. Please be my guest.
Xenix, you look creepy. What are you? Not in a bad way though. Like you look like if you had those shoes, you definitely would look even more. Whoa. Hey, I saw that.
Whoa.
I don't like
Even
you
for
making comments
me.
about my shoes.
I said you would look great in those shoes and less sneaky. I would just. That's all I'm saying. Is that
I'm really self-conscious, man.
I will buy you those
Well,
shoes.
there's no need to be.
Ugh.
But yeah, I will buy you those shoes, Xenix.